Have you ever turned off all the noise one evening, sat alone in stillness, and quietly asked yourself, what have I truly been living for? A human life is shorter than we imagine. Sometimes it is no longer than a single breath out. If the next breath does not arrive, a lifetime is already over. And yet, we spend most of our days chasing victories and defeats, arguing over right and wrong, clinging to gains and losses, only to look back one day and find our hearts empty, like a house stripped of all its furniture, echoing only with lonely footsteps. Bodhidharma once pointed out that the root of suffering is not found outside us, but in the mind that clings to what is outside. Praise and blame, winning and losing, success and failure, when seen clearly, they are like dew on the tip of a blade of grass, shimmering for a moment in the morning sun, then gone in an instant. What lingers the longest is not victory, but the invisible scars left by all the moments we refuse to let go. There are those who win every argument, who never accept being wrong, who always insist on standing above others, yet lie awake at night with restless hearts and heavy minds. And there are those who never compete, who live gently, know when enough is enough, and choose to yield, yet walk lightly, sleep deeply, and bring warmth wherever they go. The difference is not in circumstance, but in whether the mind knows how to stop. As the awakened ones teach, to know contentment is to be rich. To know how to let go is to be at peace. Each breath in is an invitation to release a little more. Each breath out is a chance to offer kindness back to the world. You do not need to wait for a temple or a quieter life. This practice begins now, in this breath, in this emotion, in the choice between silence and argument. When the mind is at ease, all victories and defeats become very small. And perhaps that is the freedom we have been searching for all along. Bodhidharma once said, "To conquer others is not as great as conquering oneself." A person may defeat the whole world, yet still lose to the anger, jealousy, and arrogance quietly growing within. When we look closely at life, we discover a troubling truth. The pursuit of winning never ends, and the more we chase it, the further peace slips away. Today we fight to win an argument, tomorrow a glance, then a position, a reputation, a sum of money. Little by little, the mind is torn apart, never truly at rest. Many people wonder why they feel exhausted even when no one seems to be attacking them. It is because they are constantly at war inside without realizing it. Every rise of anger is a battle. Every spark of envy is a wound. Every moment of pride is a thorn in the heart. We think we are defeating others, yet in reality, we are losing to ourselves. An argument may feel like a victory in the moment, but if it leaves the mind restless and the night sleepless, that is not a win. It is a defeat. Bodhidharma taught that victory over others is temporary, but victory over oneself is lasting. To win outwardly relies on words and logic. To win inwardly is silent, overcoming the urge to lash out, the need to appear superior, the jealousy stirred by another's success. Some spend their lives chasing fame, wealth, and power, believing these are the highest triumphs. Yet when the heart is unsettled and loneliness deepens in the quiet of night, such victories reveal their emptiness. Meanwhile, those who compete with no one, who live gently and know contentment, sleep peacefully, and move through life with ease. These are the true winners. To conquer oneself is not to lose to others. It is to refuse to let the ego drag us into meaningless battles. Insults are merely sounds from the outside. The pain comes from our inner reaction. When there is no reaction, harm cannot take root. Like wind passing over a still lake, peace remains when the waters do not stir. True strength lies not in winning every argument, but in knowing which battles to walk away from. Each moment of restrained anger is a victory. Each well-timed silence is growth. And in these small, ordinary moments, a person's entire life can begin to change. Bodhidharma once taught, when the mind chases external conditions, those conditions bind the mind. When the mind comes to rest, the world loses its power over it. Social media itself is not harmful, but when we allow it to lead our attention, it pulls us into a bottomless path of comparison. Along that path, contentment quietly disappears. We forget that what we see of others' lives is only a carefully chosen fragment, never the full reality. 3 priceless gifts: having a home, loved ones nearby, and a healthy body to rise from bed can vanish from our awareness the moment we open a screen and measure ourselves against someone else's display. The human mind is easily carried away. Seeing another's new car makes our own feel old. Seeing a vacation photo makes our life feel dull. Seeing a beautiful room makes our home seem small. In truth, we are not chasing a better life. We are chasing the shadow of someone else's life, and a shadow can never be caught. Bodhidharma taught that peace begins by withdrawing the mind from what disturbs it. Social media unsettles us not because it is wrong, but because we look at it without awareness. To look upward for inspiration is healthy. To look upward for comparison is suffering. When we look inward, we see that we are still breathing, still alive, still capable of growing, one step at a time. In this age, one of the most important skills is the art of not comparing. A river flows toward the sea, yet each stretch is different, wide or narrow, clear or muddy, but all are still water. Life is the same. Each person walks a different path, shaped by their own conditions, efforts, and lessons. Comparison only causes us to abandon our own journey. As Bodhidharma said, each person is a sutra still being studied. Do not read another's page and forget your own. Contentment does not mean giving up dreams. It means knowing where you are, knowing what you already have, and knowing what is enough for inner peace. True happiness is closer than we think. It lives in the breath, the simple meal, the voice of a loved one, the hands that can still work. We suffer because we search for happiness in the illusions others display, and the more we search, the more we feel lacking. To know contentment is not to stop striving. It is to stop letting imagined lack eclipse real abundance. When the heart knows enough, life naturally softens. The world remains noisy. People continue to show off, but the mind no longer follows. Like a mountain standing in the wind blows, yet the mountain does not move. This is contentment in an age of comparison. Bodhidharma once taught, all phenomena arise from the mind. The mind creates and the mind receives. Cause and effect, therefore, is not something outside us. It unfolds in every thought we give rise to, every word we speak, and every small action we take. People often believe karma only appears in major events. Do evil and suffer. Do good and be rewarded. Yet karma is far more subtle. The moment anger arises, the heart tightens, the breath grows heavy, the mind darkens. That is already the result. When kindness arises, the face softens, the heart feels light, the mind becomes clear. That too is a result. Long before consequences arrive from the outside, they have already appeared within. Many ask why good people still encounter suffering. What they often fail to see is that each hardship refines the heart, making it deeper, clearer, and more compassionate. That inner clarity quietly invites blessings at unexpected moments. On the other hand, those who believe they can do wrong without consequence are already paying the price. Through restless eyes, broken relationships, and the emptiness that follows them into the night. Karma does not wait for the next lifetime. It is paid immediately in the exhaustion of the heart. A mind full of anger breeds illness. A tongue filled with harshness meets a world of thorns. A heart siawa that judges sees only fault everywhere. Karma is not mystical. It is simply the way the mind shapes the world it inhabits. Bodhidharma taught that to understand karma is to know when to stop, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. When we realize that every harmful word must be paid for with inner unrest, our voice naturally softens. When we see that a single lie stains the clarity of the mind, honesty becomes easier. When we understand that anger burns the one who carries it before it harms anyone else, silence becomes a form of strength. Understanding karma is not about punishment. It is about protecting the mind. Suffering, when it appears, is not a sentence. It is either the fruit of past causes or a lesson opening the door to future blessings. Like rain, it does not come to darken the sky, but to nourish the soil. Those who pass through hardship while keeping a gentle heart possess great merit. Wealth and status may be rewards from the past, but peace is created in the present. External fortune comes and goes. Inner virtues, kindness, honesty, patience, and compassion walk with us until the end. As one Zen master said, "You plant your seeds, they plant theirs." Different causes lead to different results. And in that understanding, the heart finally learns to rest. Bodhidharma reminded us that when the heart is gentle, karma becomes light. When the mind is clear, the path opens by itself. When we keep kindness in our thoughts, our words, and the way we treat others, even difficult karma softens. like an arrow falling into water, leaving no wound. But when the mind is filled with anger, envy, and pride, even the smallest remark can stir great turmoil. A dark mind sees gloom even under clear skies, while a luminous mind finds a way through the storm. To understand cause and effect is a form of freedom. With this understanding, we no longer fear being treated unfairly, knowing that what comes is the settling of old causes. We no longer cling to resentment, knowing that hatred only breeds more hatred, and we no longer chase victory over others, realizing that defeating others adds burden, while mastering ourselves brings merit. Living this way, the heart grows lighter, and karma unfolds neither early nor late, but precisely when the mind is ready to understand and to take responsibility. When we live with sincerity, integrity, and kindness, blessings arrive, not always as wealth, but as things money cannot buy. Peaceful sleep, good health, harmonious family, a steady mind, and a life free from constant unrest. Karma is not meant to frighten us, but to awaken us. When the mind is awake, we live rightly. When we live rightly, we no longer fear the future. What we plant today naturally ripens tomorrow. Cause and effect is never far. It walks with us in every step, every breath, every moment of our lives. Cause and effect is neither fast nor slow, and it favors no one. Kindness or cruelty, patience or anger, whatever is planted will return to the one who planted it at the right time and in the right way. Among all the difficulties of human life, patience may be the hardest to keep. Patience is not silent endurance, nor is it weakness. As Bodhidharma taught, patience is the power to govern oneself when the mind is ready to burst into flames. Whoever holds patience holds half a lifetime of peace. Whoever loses it invites turmoil into their own life. Human life, from youth to old age, inevitably faces three sudden trials: words, adversity, and the hearts of others. When anger rises, words become sharp like knives, wounding others, yet cutting deepest into the one who speaks them. Bodhidharma once said, "A fire that burns a house can be put out, but a fire that rises in the heart can only be extinguished by oneself." Our suffering is rarely caused by circumstances alone. It is born from an unsteady inner mind. Patience teaches us to pause, not to surrender, but to see clearly what the mind is about to do before regret is created. To be patient is to keep the heart from reacting too quickly, because rushed reactions belong to the ego, not to wisdom. Those who lack patience are easily controlled by others' emotions. When others grow angry, they suffer. When others speak harshly, they lose balance. In the end, the one who is harmed most is oneself. True patience is seeing the darkness in others without allowing it to darken one's own heart. Some speak wrongly because their pain has clouded their reason. Some insult others because they are struggling within their own lives. Those who understand this do not lower themselves into retaliation. They step aside quietly, preserving peace and kindness. Patience is a gentle form of wisdom. It is not defeat, but foresight. The strongest person is often the one who remains calm while others attack, who protects harmony through silence, who stands steady while storms pass. Bodhidharma taught that people suffer because they want to win everything, yet lose themselves. Patience is the key to not losing oneself. It prevents momentary anger from becoming lifelong regret, making the mind firm like a mountain, unshaken by the winds of life. In time, we realize that most arguments, victories, and grudges are not worth carrying. To let go is not to give up, but to release what no longer belongs to us. When the mind lets go, life grows light, and what seems like loss through patience becomes, in truth, the greatest victory of a lifetime. Letting go at the right moment is the greatest gift we can offer ourselves, not only in loss, but in every relationship, every conflict, every quiet ache of the heart. Some people cling to a careless remark and slowly wound themselves. Others carry betrayal from the past until trust becomes impossible. Some hold on to their own mistakes, exhausting themselves with regret. But what does holding on truly change? Does it soften the past, bring love back, or does it only make the heart heavier with each passing day? Bodhidharma taught, one who wishes to travel far must travel light. The true burden of life is not possessions or status, but a mind tied to what has already passed. A bird can only fly high when its wings are free of weight. A person can only be happy when the heart is no longer dragging stones from yesterday. Letting go is understanding that everything comes and goes according to its causes. When others treat us poorly, that is their karma. When we retaliate, it becomes ours. When someone leaves, it is the end of a bond. Clinging only deepens the pain. Cause and effect never errs. Only our impatience does. Letting go is how we open the door for peace to enter. Many fear that if they release what burdens them, nothing will remain. Yet when the heart becomes lighter, life quietly creates new openings. Right people appear when the heart is clear. Opportunities arise when the mind is spacious, and peace arrives when we are no longer weighed down. Suffering visits everyone, but it stays only with those who refuse to loosen their grip. Those who dare to release at the right time move forward like water flowing effortlessly downstream. To let go is not weakness, it is strength. It is not an ending, but a gentler beginning. Kindness guided by wisdom is not something to be taken advantage of. It is the highest form of inner power. As Bodhidharma taught, the truly kind are like clear water, soft, yet able to wear through stone, quiet, yet carrying the force of mountains. Such people do not lose because they do not bind their hearts to small conflicts. They walk the long road without wasting energy on those who wish to pull them down. The truly wise and kind see clearly that everyone reaps the fruit of their own actions. There is no need for revenge, no need to compete, no need for harsh words. Time and karma will deliver outcomes far more perfectly than we ever could. Those with wisdom do not react from the ego. Their minds are clear enough to know what is worth speaking, what is better left unsaid, what is worth holding, and what is better released. Because of this clarity, they move through life with quiet respect, unassuming, gentle, and steady, like a large tree whose shade is soothing nearby and pleasant even from afar. True kindness is not the absence of pain, but the mastery of it. The kind have known suffering, yet they do not choose to inflict pain on others. They carry sadness without passing it on, endure injustice without returning it. They understand that a bright and steady heart benefits not only themselves, but everyone around them. As Bodhidharma often reminded his disciples, kindness is not for being loved, it is to prevent karma from arising in the heart. To act harshly is to draw oneself into cycles of resentment and suffering. To act kindly is to place one's own life on the path of peace. Patience and kindness require courage, insight, and compassion. To remain gentle is to rise above the immediate impulses of anger and pride. Those who cultivate this patience have already conquered themselves. Gentleness does not shield us from life's storms, but it keeps us afloat. It does not guarantee worldly success, but it ensures inner peace. It may not fill the coffers, but it enriches the heart with merit, and merit always returns to the one who sows it at the right time and in the right way. As life progresses, we see that the harshest words often cause the deepest cracks in relationships. Age and experience teach us that silence can sometimes save more than speech. Bodhidharma said, "When the mouth is silent and the mind is clear, life is at peace." A short phrase, yet it contains the wisdom of a lifetime. Much of human suffering arises from speaking too quickly in anger, reacting too hastily, or judging before understanding. Many regret a single word spoken in a moment of rage for the rest of their lives. True wisdom lies in restraint, in choosing silence when it preserves the heart, protects relationships, and keeps life balanced. A harsh word can turn someone who loves us into a closed heart. A careless remark can become a lasting wound in the eyes of another. Bodhidharma taught, when angry, do not speak. When sad, do not decide. When joyful, do not promise. A person who lives by these three principles avoids much of the hardship of life. In family and relationships, timely silence is not weakness, it preserves blessings. Speaking to win may claim a point, but it often costs harmony. Speaking to correct may hurt both hearts. Speaking to release may sow karma that returns to oneself. Those who speak out of ego grow weary, while those who speak with wisdom create peace. As the teacher said, when the ego is large, words are small. When the ego is small, words rise with wisdom. Maturity brings less need to prove oneself. Silence born of insight protects the heart, prevents anger from flaring, and preserves the calm of the household. Silence is a form of compassion. It spares others from deepening their mistakes, spares ourselves from igniting fires of rage, and keeps harmony intact. True strength and inner clarity are reflected in knowing when to speak and when to remain quiet. One who understands karma does not waste words on meaningless disputes. Life's blessings often depend on how we guard our speech. Guard the mouth, guard the heart. Guard the heart, guard the karma. Guard the karma, guard the peace. Bodhidharma always reminded, beneficial words bring peace to the heart. A peaceful heart brings blessings to life. Many truths only reveal themselves after a lifetime, showing how deeply our speech and thoughts shape fortune and misfortune. Karma is subtle and ever-present. Even unspoken thoughts create effects. One may refrain from harsh words outwardly, yet harbor envy, resentment, or jealousy within. The mind may appear calm, the face smiling, while the heart seethes. Though unseen by others, karma sees clearly. Bodhidharma taught, the heart is the root, the mouth is the branch. A kind heart produces kind words. A dark heart produces words sharp as arrows. Understanding this reveals why some households thrive quietly through the restraint of one person, while others are torn apart by a single heated word. Guarding speech is guarding half a lifetime of blessings. Indeed, blessings never seek the envious, the angry, or the jealous. They gravitate toward those who rejoice in others' joy. In life, those truly fortunate are not the wealthy, but the ones with bright hearts, kind words, and pure minds. They know what to hold and what to let go, which words to speak and which to let the wind carry away. They understand who deserves love and who should be left to the lessons of karma. A disciple once asked Bodhidharma, "How can I know if I am blessed?" He replied, "To rejoice in others' success is a blessing. To remain unangered by offense is a blessing. To live without causing pain through words is a blessing. To think good before thinking ill is a blessing. To avoid comparison, competition, and envy is a blessing." Many search for luck, auspicious days, or favorable directions, yet forget the most important path: cultivating the heart. A good heart matters more than the orientation of a house. Kind words matter more than money. Daily acts of virtue matter more than monthly prayers for fortune. Blessings arrive not by chance, but because the heart is bright, the mouth is kind, and one lives without harming others. When blessings come, even the strongest winds of life cannot topple them. People long for peace, yet few live in a way that draws it near. They want fortune, but harbor jealousy. They seek harmony, yet sow storms with their actions. Bodhidharma taught, misfortune and blessing do not come from outside. The mind creates and the mind bears. Those who wonder why they live well, yet suffer, often fail to see that their definition of good may not align with the laws of karma. A pure heart acts like a lamp, illuminating where it shines. A gentle heart can transform life's negativity, while a dark heart can corrupt even the blessings heaven offers. True alignment with karma brings ease. Act with conscience, and the mind feels light. Act against it, and it feels heavy. Those who live this way need not prove themselves. They do not shout for recognition, compete for respect, or feign strength to hide fear. They live steadily, speak little but meaningfully, and consider the heart's consequence before every action. Life naturally becomes lighter. People naturally show kindness, and adversity naturally weakens when met with a clear heart. Conversely, those who act against their own hearts, no matter their wealth or skill, cannot escape turmoil, anxiety, or misfortune, for they sow seeds of greed, anger, and jealousy within. Ultimately, we realize that what we gain or lose is shaped not by others, but by the mind itself. To live in harmony with one's heart is to live rightly, with integrity, gentleness, and truth. In such a life, misfortune rarely finds us, and blessings rarely depart. Those who are kind, sincere, and aligned with their conscience naturally attract good people, favorable circumstances, and the flow of benevolent karma. Indeed, as Bodhidharma taught, when the mind changes, fate changes. When destiny shifts, life shifts. Not everyone may believe it, but those who live long enough will see that when the heart becomes calm, peace naturally arises. Negativity drifts away on its own. When the heart softens, love flows toward us. When anger fades, encounters with those who disturb us become rare. When we learn to let go at the right moment, we avoid unnecessary entanglements. A disciple once asked, "Why do I pray for peace yet remain uneasy?" The master smiled. "You are anxious because your mind has not yet settled. You wish to meet kind people? Then be kind first. You wish for fortune? Then sow blessings first. You wish to release burdens? Then let go of attachment." Nothing could be simpler, yet nothing is harder. A bright heart is not one that has never faced misfortune, but one that does not allow darkness to settle within. Such a mind remains clear through the night of trials, speaks kindly amid wrongdoing, and preserves goodness among those who are not yet good. They stand in the right place, meet the right people, and take the right steps. When the mind is still like water, life itself reflects the right path. When the heart is gentle like the wind, opportunities flow easily. When words are kind, good people naturally appear. Those who encounter the right guidance and the right people are not merely lucky. They have not let a dark heart block their blessings. As Bodhidharma said, the brighter the mind, the clearer the path, not the outer path, but the inner way where all good destinies arise. Ultimately, no blessing can reach a dark heart, and no misfortune clings to a bright one. The clarity of the mind shapes the clarity of life. The breadth of the heart determines the reach of one's fortune. The kindness of the soul draws goodness in return. Life may seem vast, yet it is fleeting. People come and go, often without a proper farewell. But what we plant in the hearts of others, whether kindness or pain, remains longer than we imagine. Doing wrong brings suffering first to ourselves. Doing good brings benefit first to ourselves. Bodhidharma taught, "Sow seeds and the fruits follow exactly. Not a single measure is lost." Those who live long enough will witness the truth of this in every word. Bodhidharma long taught, "Those who sow joy will find joy returning. Those who sow suffering will feel suffering come back." Even the smallest seed of goodness, as tiny as a sesame, can grow into a sweet, unexpected fruit. Even the tiniest seed of malice, as small as a pinhead, can grow into a forest of suffering. True measure of a person is not wealth, status, or education, but whether their heart causes pain to others. The wise know, harming others only harms oneself. Helping others is true self-salvation. Harm once, and the karma lingers a lifetime. Help even a little, and the blessing echoes through countless lives. Life is fair. What you give is what you receive. What you speak returns to you. And the way you treat the world mirrors the way the world treats you. To live purely amid the temptations, competition, and gossip of life is one of the hardest tasks. Yet those who maintain a clean heart are the true victors. They are not judged by outward success, but by the mastery of themselves, their circumstances, and the shadows within. Bodhidharma said, "A pure mind cannot be tainted." Such people do not avoid challenges because they are unaware of evil. They choose not to be dragged into it. They act with integrity, even when the straight path is harder than shortcuts. They would rather lose small worldly gains than compromise their conscience. A single thought, one choice, or one action can shift the course of a life. Like water settling when left undisturbed, a calm mind brings clarity, while agitation only breeds chaos. Those who preserve inner purity, avoid creating harm, speak no harsh words, and live honestly. They may be slow, but their progress is steady. They may gain little in worldly terms, but are valued and trusted by all. True poverty is not lack of wealth, but lack of virtue. True fear is not of loss or criticism, but of letting the heart turn dark. One need not be rich to be respected, talented to be admired, or powerful to stand firm. Only a pure heart ensures trust, love, and peace. Those who live with integrity face life's trials without losing their center. Bodhidharma said, "Fear karma, and the mind stays straight. Fear men, and the mind becomes crooked." A simple teaching, yet it distinguishes true wisdom from empty cleverness. Do not let words blind you, nor fear of others twist your conscience. Those who live this way are naturally blessed. They may not gain wealth quickly, but their richness endures. They may not stand out, yet appear at the right moment. They may go unnoticed, yet everyone respects them. Fear of karma makes every step mindful, every word measured, every action illuminated. Fear of people, however, leads to exhaustion. Exhaustion from pleasing others, pretending, living against oneself, chasing the opinions of the world, and losing touch with the heart. As one teacher said, "The world's words do not sustain you, but karma follows you to the end." True wisdom lies in fearing karma, not men. The wise are not afraid of loss because they know today's sacrifice can become tomorrow's blessing. They are not shaken by misunderstanding, knowing that truth and integrity endure. They are not hurt by slander, for the ill words belong to the speaker, not themselves. The only thing they truly fear is a heart that darkens. For a corrupt heart sows suffering that must be repaid with a lifetime of unease. When this is understood, life becomes light. One no longer needs to act, impress, or fear, but simply keeps a straight heart, kind words, and a clean conscience. Bodhidharma said, "The earth tilts toward those who stand upright." In the end, the greatest teaching is not complex philosophy, but the quiet clarity felt in one's own heart. Life is full of hidden trials. Everyone carries unseen burdens, misunderstandings, betrayals, or the weight of being underestimated. Many spend a lifetime trying to please the world, yet never find true joy. Yet the old teachings remind us that no one can guard our peace better than ourselves. Bodhidharma likened the mind to a lake. When life's winds rise, waves form. When others' words strike, the water moves. But if the lake is wide enough, deep enough, every wave settles, every ripple fades. A practitioner is not someone untouched by storms, but someone who passes through them without being carried away. Preserving a quiet space in the heart amid chaos is a victory itself. Modern life overwhelms with pressure, work, illness, family, money, aging. The more we worry, the more restless we become, and the more we suffer. Yet much pain comes not from life, but from how we hold it, clinging to words, past grievances, injuries, petty conflicts, or anger. Let go a little, soften your heart, remain still a little, and life grows lighter, brighter. In the end, the greatest teaching is simple. Keep a kind heart and let karma handle the rest. Being gentle is never weakness. The kind endure, suffer, and are misunderstood, yet they never lose their blessings. Time will reveal the value of a steady, upright heart. The truly wise need not speak much, justify themselves, or compete. They walk lightly, yet leave a lasting presence of peace and integrity.